earth begins to move as hundreds of killer frogs burst from the depths. They are hungry and ready to feed.
Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our magical Mazdamundi sorcerous toad SOVL run. We've got Mazdamundi there and all of the spells, so just constantly chucking out things. I do like how the army panned out. It's a nice varied force. We've got light infantry, heavy and super heavy infantry. A bit of shooting from these two, some speed and that they can move pretty quickly, so a bit of variety. Right, Act 2. We can navigate our way left to right to try and get to the boss at the end. How do you think we want to approach this? Well, there's 3 fights in a row here. From a min-max standpoint, you would like the triple battle because it gives you the most guaranteed golden XP. I don't think we need to min-max that hard. The army's doing kind of well, so maybe I'll take one of these random events. Up here you get 2, and then, I mean, there's a few too many random events up there. Sadly, we're going to be forced through a healing campsite here, regardless of our wishes, so we're going to have to just, I guess we could do an elite and then do that, so don't worry about healing after the elite. We can just take max gold and then be healthy here, and decide which way we want to go. We'll see how we feel. So on this side, either this one or this one, and we won't go for triple. I think we'll do that one, because then it lets me come this way, and I can have a choice of shop. Not that it particularly matters, it'll come out exactly the same, but, well, no, I think you get different options to buy, but we can't see them in advance, so that makes no difference. So yeah, we'll just start over here. It's Northman Raiders. Us first, okay. I'm still missing a bruiser, we'll fix that in a bit. There will be on this one, I'm afraid, lots of rather fast moving enemies that we have to deal with, so I'm just going to put you on the flank. Probably skirmish and shoot anything to death over there, and you'll take the other flank. You two sort of in the middle. Right, yeah, so horses. So as long as they move first, I could probably javelin them effectively. So dogs, horses, horses. They got fast stuff we need to be scared of, and then the slow stuff at the back I'm not concerned with. Good, they're doing exactly what I was hoping for. I have 11 move now, which is jolly handy. Get up here, and they give the javelin in. There was no point in using fiery blades first because they're defense 4, so becoming power 3 is moot. But we should be able to chip through that whole unit. Do you want to fight hounds? They go up to power 5 on the charge, which is a touch annoying because it produces our save 3+ to 2+. So I prefer to outposition them. They'll inch forward. Don't quite have the movement to disregard those, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just wait and see if something more beneficial pops up in a moment. Now, good, they moved all their silly fast stuff. I can't quite slip through them here, but what I can probably do is fire off a load of fireballs and take shots and just strip one of these units, get them super low. Maybe that one on the side, and then I can charge it and kill it. It's going to take a while. And then one of my many fireballs. Enough start, and then we'll get away. The infantry at the back we don't care about. You're visible, which is obviously problematic. I guess I could just do that and be safe from all targets. If I just came up here and not too far, you touch the woods. Yeah, give that a go, but clearly can't be seen by anything. I'm going to ignore the axemen for a good long while here. I could charge them. I'll give myself perhaps the shield and then just kill them all, but no, as long as I have the choice, I might as well just keep javeling them. Same damage output, but or 19 versus 21, but I don't suffer the potential for being murdered. They're in an easy to flank position depending on where those hounds wind up. So let's see. Good, they've moved already. Makes it very easy to get around them. I'm going to move this way anyway, so I might as well take my shot. Start moving. We're halfway there already. Movement 11 on an infantry unit is pretty impressive. That is a bit close to those. They might come over here and bother me, so let's move further this way to be safe. Just make escaping them next turn a bit of a hassle. I'm going to risk it and think they maybe don't come too close to us. So that. Okay, no, well, He hasn't moved yet. I'm gonna keep killing those. You just buy more time. I'm happy for you to do this. Okay, I know where they've wound up now. That puts you in a very easy to flank position there. Perfect. I don't think anyone can get far enough forward to stop you from doing that, so that's good for me. They're not going to catch you. We knew that was coming. And then you and you respectively. I don't need any other help here, so I can just continue the range damage on this unit. Good shot. That's more like it. Throw another fireball. It's doing that. Are they the same? I think they're identical, so either or. Oh, that's a hell of a fireball. There we go. Wipe them. Nice. I can even escape up this way to ignore those. There's any real point in doing so, but why not? Oh, there was a point in doing so. They hadn't moved yet. Oops. Fine. You're going to take them head on. They're only power 3, 4 on the charge, so you still get your 2-up save. You're going to kill those. Now, frustratingly, from a spell standpoint, you would both massively benefit from Primal Fury here. They're power 4, 5 because of the hand weapon, 6 because of the Banner of Fury. So 2 over, so adding that would make them 3 over, which reduces their save and gives them a better hit roll. You're what, power 5, 6 on the charge, so you benefit from the power and the rerolls. I might just have to trust down here that you can take it on the chin, so I'll do this one over here to break that big block in the middle. And okay, even if you did, you know, then you have to fight him afterwards as well. They've moved already, so let's continue the javelin. 9 every turn, it seems. Oh, that's it. We just did 10 wounds. Instant death. Go after my bruisers. Well, that's easy to remedy. We have 4 wounds and regenerate, so the 3 attacks they'll get in the flank there couldn't even hurt me if they got every single wound in. We'll just heal for free. Maz doesn't manage anything. We get 1 there. No 1s. Yep, I'm just banking on not rolling 1s. And I think with that side arc for that one, if they charge me as well, I might be in a spot of bother. 4s, re-rolling, and then we're power 8. Force them to re-roll 6s. They get nice damage. I do lose 1 in exchange. That's okay. Got them as well. In that case, I think I'll have... Yeah, you're going to be... I'm going to give you Radiant Shield this turn then. I'm going to charge those and kill them for me. What I'll probably do is I'll have these Braves lock onto those Horsemen, and you're going to come over here to try and relieve poor Mazdamundi. $11's a bit better. 2, 3. Very, very effective against multi-wound cavalry now. Especially when it's only toughness 4, because they're saving on 3s, not 2s. Well, if there was any time to give yourself better saves. Because they're power 5 this turn only, so the 1 turn they can hurt us. Any damage we do here is worth its weight in gold, because it means we're not going to fail morale. There you go. Poison kicking there. So against the unit, it's 2s re-rolling, so no damage. Oh, phew. And here it's 3s re-rolling, so this might hurt. Never mind, we are perfectly fine. It's like literally invincible. And they all, there you go. It was so terrifying was their double charge in combat. They all gave up and ran away. Here, they can't hurt us, so don't worry about it. They do hold. It is a shame. Okay, I'm going to wizard you for some support, so don't charge in there. Let's just move up towards these and shoot them. Also 1 apiece. Reducing the unit size makes it even easier to escape them. Slight hassle in that they will actually flank charge those if I don't kill them all. I might just send them in there and break them. Or if they run away, maybe I can just flee and prevent myself taking damage. They've already rallied. Can I get you far enough to catch their back? Oh yeah, easily. Okay, that's those dealt with. They're also back in the fight. You're going to stay with them. Over here, right, they have 14 attacks, hitting on 4, so an average of 7 hits. They're power 3, I'm defense 5, so I take a third of that. If it was 6, it would be 2, so it's 2.33 wounds on average. I have 4. So realistically, they're not going to be able to kill me at all. Increasing my power helps for the stat change the defensive save reroll and reroll hits. It's great for my output, so I'm going to trust we don't get some horrendous damage spike roll and we're just okay. If you want to stay here and hit these in the back next turn, maybe not even bother, just run around and shoot them to death. Right, 9. That's better, the reroll's helping. Hit perfectly reasonably. Yeah, as long as I don't roll an atrocious 3+ save, we're okay. They're going to charge. I could just intercept them and kill them, but it runs the risk of losing a couple Braves. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to flee the unit. Because then I can shoot them and not have to worry. This, I think I'd be better off just shooting them to death. Annoyingly, they're in cover, so they're going to be resilient to ranged output, but never mind. Still give it a go. But then I can recharge them instead, more effective. Send them all into that one horse, maybe. They're still running. We are not running. And then here, do you need any help with this? Your power 4, 5, 6 on the charge. They're only defense 3, so extra power won't help. No greater fury left, so either I replenish everything or I just do more damage to you. Damage to you. Chuck that last fireball. That's more like it. Roll 6s, yep. So unless you roll a double 6, 1 in 36 chance, you aren't going to be allowed to stay around. Oh, I will prevent you from doing that to save my bruisers. Hilarious overkill, but we might as well use it. Well, it's going to be over this round, but just in case it isn't, I'll be diligent and prepare some charges. You just want to shoot them again. Who wants a bit of magic? Saves, don't need saves there. They're power 2, 3 on the charge with a hand weapon, and that would make them 4, which does actually change the defensive roll, which is worth it. Yep, okay, so you killed that one horseman. Wow, if you put them into combat with the unit with fiery blades, you could pretty much wipe out the 20 wounds of cavalry in one go. So we took a wound, which is 0 because we're okay, and everyone else is alright. Mazdamundi leveled again, and we're always required to take the extra gold, so fiery blades also gets an upgrade. And then the warriors. Interesting. They can also do double wounds, they can also be faster, or they can innately reroll their own ones. Double wounds with these is interesting. So do I usually use them to kill like cavalry or monsters and things? If I did, they would be potent enough to threaten even the most powerful things in the game. Speed with them would make them movement, what, 9 or 10 with their banner of swiftness, which is pretty great. Reroll ones is also inherently synergized as well because of their high defense. They're quite durable. Defense, speed, or attack power, all valid. I think I'd rather, bizarrely of all of those, I'd actually rather the speed. Because again, outpositioning the AI and getting into good spots and being able to get in there and mess it up is usually a bit better than hitting slightly hard. I say slightly, that's incredibly hard. You can just pick any big nasty monster and delete it. And then that's probably the least interesting. So of those two, the question is, are they already fast enough is the question. And that might be the case, yeah. So in this case, yeah, I'll go with the Raptor for you now. We'll pick up Jaguar aspect later. Healing wise, I want all the bruisers. You're perfectly happy. Do you want a few more warriors? I think I'll make do with 11 for now. That looks a bit more like it. And here, it amounts to the same thing. It's just either or, so I'll do that one first. Lost Regiment. Alright, I remember how this works. You either you wait and they turn into a unit of undead, or you search, you lose a couple of guys for an instant level. Because we just leveled up, it's actually perfectly timed because we get 3 points of experience effectively for free. So yeah, I'll take a couple of casualties for a level up. 2 or 3 usually. Yep, so took 3. Instant level. I don't get Jaguar aspect, which is a shame. That's one I was hoping for. So I guess unit size. We'll make use of it later, not now, but it will kick in. That's somewhat beleaguered. We can only fight in 2 ranks, so I might as well just squash them like that. There's no curse standard here. More worthwhile to stretch them. So just a nice and tight unit is optimal. Run that into the elf garrison. Okay. Not quite as fast as the previous one, but we're going to be getting shot a lot. If only we had a 4 wound defense 5 unit that regenerates constantly. So you be in front of all of the team because I need you tanking. Kind of back here. Hopefully there's not too much shooting, and then you can take a flank and just dominate it. Behind cover to some extent. Make sure they're furthest forward. We have an eagle and an eagle. They're easy to kill. The problem for us with this one are these irritating city guard, which, yeah, do this a lot. 2 wounds, which is 0 wounds. We're okay. They're going to come forward and do the same. They have a 3-up save. You have a 2-up save against the shooting. They're going to target. It might be the warriors, which would be a bit of a hassle for me. Should I just scooch the warriors to safety this way, and then the bruisers can run forward and slaughter them next turn. Kill that. I'll ignore the weapon masters. And you two to be dealt with. You'll engage the eagle in direct combat with Slug there, and we'll just win. It might be with a Z. That name I can't quite recall. So just hide behind cover here. Okay, they're going to go. Well, they're going to try and go for you and fail, which is convenient. Before the eagle comes, I'm going to wait until that one engages so I can kill it. You just move forward to execute those pests. They'll get what? We can be a bit clever here. So, yeah, it's a spearman unit. So they get, usually you're locked to fighting in 2 ranks, but spearmen like this get to fight in 3 as long as they don't charge. So if I did this and charged them beyond their range, they'd end up getting 15 attacks into me. The AI, however, is a bit of a numpty. If I give them the charge range by, say, moving close enough to be touched like this, they'll declare the counter charge, lose their 5 attacks at the back, and just weaken their own offensive output. And I'm not inclined to stop them, so yeah, I'll just move to here and fight. They don't reach me, which is fine. I was hoping that one will move. I can force it to do so by doing this first. What's its defense? Defense 4, so adding fiery blades here doesn't matter, so we can focus entirely on this side. Forward. If we're very lucky, what might happen, I might be able to do so much damage to this eagle with ranged stuff that I can just charge those immediately. So it's just shooting and fireball and hope it dies outright. 1 wound so far, and then we'll chuck a fireball into it. 5 is a good roll. Hey, we got him. Now we can go straight to their annoying ranged unit. You valiantly come forward, which is a terrible decision. Only need 2 to go through and then it dies instantly. You're going to start rushing this way because your next target is the weapon masters. Okay, you deal with those. Oh, do they count as a ranged unit? It's possible, yes. The AI... Okay, so the AI is perceiving this to be a ranged-based unit, so it'll never take charges. In that case, yeah, it synergizes quite well for them. They have better skill as well, which is going to be a bit of a nuisance for us. Oh, you're after my Triceratops. That's rude. Rush over there quite quickly then. Okay, who wants more help? Well, they have 15 attacks, which sucks, and they have better skill than me, so they hit on 3+, so they get 10 hits on average. They're power 3 and defense 5. I take what was 9, I take 3, so I take 3.333 wounds on average. I've got 4, so with average rolling I will keep 1 alive, but it's pretty close. So if I use the defensive one here, that would obviously prevent me from taking wounds. Over here, same principle, they have 15 attacks with better skill, so 10 hits. I have a 2-up save, so only 1/6 of those will go through. Those are like 1.66 wounds, which I'm more willing to live with. So if I want to prevent any damage, I would use the shield here. If I wanted more output, I could use Primal Fury on these just to kill them in a turn and get rid of them. I guess it would be nice to Primal Fury here because I don't want to be stuck in combat with these, but even if I did, with how high their discipline is, there's no guarantee I'd be able to break them, so I might be stuck with them regardless. So I think I'll go with the defensive approach. Let's just kill this unit. Power 6? Oh, the power would help as well, we're only pretty weak. No, I'm going to trust you to win that one. Let's do this over here. Get through them slack. Cool. And then you can also help with your power 6 toad attack. Here, re-rolling. No help, but with power 8. Roll 6s. Very good. 12 hits is wildly above average. 1 wound is good when rolling 12 dice. Yeah, they kind of saw that coming. They've got good discipline that they'll hold. Over here, no help from the rerolls. But I take 3, which isn't exactly enough to hold on to a guy. Got away with it. Their number of attacks will just decrease over and over again, so we're pretty safe. Phew, got lucky. They went the wrong way. Can't quite reach them yet, but I'll do it next turn. Now you probably want to save yourself so you don't take any more damage. Reduce their output. Distracting weapon masters. No rerolls this turn. No power either, so we're not doing a whole lot. Yeah. Oh, we still took a wound, even rerolling 1s. Ouch. Over here. Bunch more dead. And yeah, unless you roll quadruple 1 or 2, we're fine. Just stay with them. Keep killing them. Really like you not to take any more damage, so I'm just gonna... I think Great Shield is still the way to go. How cheeky do you feel? You could even recharge them next turn. With that few left, I will recharge them because I think I can kill 5 in melee with my Braves. Let me go again. No help from Maz, and no... Oh, that's bad. Okay, we take no damage, but we're actually seriously struggling to hurt them now. I forget where basically the Triceratops is kind of a pseudo-chariot, where it's effective on the charge, the apparent attack, but then after that it's a big tanky brick, but can't really do a whole lot. If I'm going to be using magic on me and not this unit, I'd be better off just shooting them. So we'll leave it. Play conservative. Here, I'll probably Primal Fury you then. The reroll hits and more attack power is going to be useful. I didn't bother to move them because I can just kill them next turn. That's better. Yeah, your Maz starting to contribute a bit. Much better. Good with their numbers, that reduced their non-threat. Battle is already over, so I'm just doing this purely out of spite. Just to kill off the rest of the elves. Yeah, there you go. They're probably all dead, so just help yourself. Yeah, why not? There you go, power 8 as well. Wipe them out. Just enough, only 3. Not very, again, not designed to handle infantry. Oh, you missed one. And even held the indignity. The Warriors obviously need some patching because they have the extra capacity now. 7 of 8 is good enough. 19 of 20 is good enough. I think maxing out 4 is okay. And then here, let's start getting those numbers back up. Right, where are we? We could probably do a bit of shuffling here. Let's do this. There you go. That's your maximum damage output. I think that's okay. So for the shops, up or down... Doesn't make a huge difference. I'm going to take that battle anyway, so I don't really care. Right, we have... Oh, a priest. We can have another... Okay, that's kind of synergistic, isn't it? We can have another wizard kind of hovering around. And it's another kind of unit we've got, so a bit of variety. Yeah, that's nice. Some interesting. Oh, we get some spells for Maz, even more, which is good. So yeah, let's take the priest. Okay, no upgrades for it because haven't been taking a single point of recruiter, and I'm forced to take all the spells again. So that's 85 gold on Frost Ward, which is kind of terrible, but I guess could be clutch every now and then. Or better, Arcane Web, stick an enemy unit in place so they can't move. Arcane Web, Frost Ward, leaving me at 111. Enough for... Ooh, the bows would also be nice. Maybe a bit later, because the 50-point items here, so the Curse Standard for the Warriors would be cool. So I'm actually going to take that immediately. It's too good to turn down. Here, Banner of Fury for the Braves. If they were stock in combat, they're power 2, 3 with a hand weapon, 4 with the Banner of Fury. They could actually start hitting things competently up close. Or short bows for the Pterodactyl Riders. Well, they get like 3 shots. It's a truly pitiful damage output, but it could add up over time. And you will be predominantly skirmishing with them, not engaging in combat, so it would probably be worth it overall. Yeah, I think I'll do this first and come back for that later. Good. Here we're maxing out the wizards. Now have a priest as well, so is that another 2? Oh, Arcane Web was on... Hang on. I thought you bought Arcane Web. Arcane Web. Oh, he comes with Arcane Web. Interesting. Okay, cool. So Divine Favor and Arcane Web. And then Arcane Web, Fireball, Frost Ward, Greater Shield, Greater Fury, Greater Blades. That's quite a few spells amongst the 2 of them. We can't do that cheeky thing that Slan, the wizard toads in Warhammer could do, where they could see through the eyes of the priest and send all of their spells through, which was cool. Should I rename you to something? Well, ordinarily it would be the Newt Priest who was on Pterodactyl. The character was Tic-Tac-Toe, but it doesn't really make sense. I'll rename it to the other one. It's Teto Echo. Not quite how it's spelt, I assume, but we get the gist. Okay, we're going to send our magical force into the next one. Risen Invaders, some more undead. Spam the spells. It's actually going to be quite hard to keep track of all the spells I've got and what I should and should not be doing with them. So super fast pterodactyls can fly over. Flying units are great because they can just disregard terrain and just hop over, which is cool. Again, we'll probably cram ourselves down one side and just kill everything here before we start mucking around. Flank. I'll have you closer to that end because you're better off at killing things here. Seems perfectly reasonable. Maybe that way around. Easier for you to flank around with your speed. Okay, so dogs. Knights, couple bricks of infantry. Okay, I'm going to run you forward and fight immediately. Do I want to use any of you 2 first? If you want to use Arcane Web, you want to use it before they start moving, of course. So now would be good. These, I guess Arcane Webbing the Knights in place wouldn't be a terrible idea. Oh, we could use +1 skills. When I throw the volley, they shoot even more effectively. Yeah, I think I've got a couple turns to wait for that, so let's show this off immediately. They're now skill 4, so when I throw my javelins, they'll be even better. I think they're slow enough, or they're far enough away such that I can just chill out here and not be caught yet. I have my range, which isn't relevant yet. Let's just pass a bunch. Okay, now you're going to rush forward. What are these? Defense 3. If I used Fiery Blades, I could get them up power and absolutely kill them. Would I use your spell for anything? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 options. So the replenishment and 7 spells. Right. I could chuck a fireball. I could also web someone in place. I mean, I don't really care if they start making their way around. I can web them later. So let's instead... Yeah, let's do this now. Ooh, it adds +2. Does that mean their javelins are power 4? That's really good if that's the case. Yeah, you might as well just start chipping away at white guard. Okay, now let's have the full volley here. I think there's a max damage output. 3s to hit. And they get... Oh, they're still getting a 3-up save. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, does Fiery Blades not work for... I thought for sure it worked to ranged weapons. Okay, never mind. Maybe it still only applies +1 to the ranged attack? Greater Blades. Oh, next round of combat. Oh, did it change the wording? It used to be Fiery Blades was melee and shooting. Interesting. Kind of you've lost the ability to benefit the ranged units in exchange for more output for melee units. Curious trade. Start coming up here. So yeah, let's lock these two in place and mess around with the riders to terrorize them. Okay, ordering wise, I could do them both now so they can't bother us. The next roundup, yeah, we've lost the ability to benefit the Braves with... If I try Greater Furying them, maybe it's a good test case if it allows for the rerolls of the shots, or is it just melee combat? Attack rolls, not melee, just all attacks. That could work, but it's more important I do this now. So I'll have one of you stick in place with one of these. And you want to come forward and fight these. They're only power 4, I'm defense 7, so yeah, I can basically ignore them. Excellent shot. Have they moved? No, I thought for a moment they would have scurried out of range, not quite. And then you can do the other one. Both of you turned off. Now I have to be a bit careful because obviously if you hold... Now it no longer looks like they have any charge radius, but of course in actuality they do, because at the start of the next turn they'll have all of that back, so they'll get all their movement. Is that out of his range? No. So if you hover over them, it can cheat it a bit. If you can see the lines, and it sort of matches up to where their arc is. So if you hover them, you clearly would be able to catch my rear corner there. So instead I'll spend the turn getting as tight to this as I can, and then next turn I should be able to fly over and flank them. I don't know where you're going, but it's a bit pointless. In fact, you're destined to get eventually cut down by brave javelins. So for now, just do a bit more damage to these. Chance. Get there. Twist in and twist out, we can do it. Yeah, defense 5 is going to be difficult for these to deal with. Okay, you're going to deal with that, so it just leaves you sort of in the way. Honestly, just stand here. How do I deal with you afterwards is the problem though, because if I do that, he's going to end up charging you in the side afterwards, and neither of these are going to be able to help effectively. It's going to be a bit of a headache. We're kind of trapped behind our own units here. If I charge them headlong in and kill them instantly, what they're going to be power 4, I'm defense 5. 10 attacks, 3+, they get 6.66 hits on average, and I get a 3-up save. I take 2.22 wounds and I'm basically fine. I think I can risk send them in the front. Kill that unit instantly. Thereby allowing me to flee when those white guard try charging me. Get rid of those. That's going to happen, that's inevitable. We'll do this now. Again, net these, or would you rather supplement some damage output? You might take a wound if you're very unlucky from the side, but it's okay. I think I would rather... I'd rather increase the damage output of this unit and guarantee they're all gone. That's a bit of a headache. Okay, if I'm not going to net them, I might as well use +1 skill on this unit, so when I come forward and shoot, I can do great damage to all of those. So for now I'm going to stall, and I'm going to move with this one first. Start coming around. Where is he going to go is the question. I don't think he can actually fit through there, so he's going to have to either go that way or around his friends. So I'm going to have to abandon the whole getting around them to flank them. Give up with that and turn around and get away. And then Divine Favour that unit. Skill 4. Yeah, they go around the long way. Okay, and then you want to come forward and get a volley into those. Chance. 3+ is pretty good. They'll get a 2-up save and not roll a single one. We're just not effective against defense 5 stuff. It's a bit of a shame. Well, depending on who they charge, I could be able to flee with any of these units. So we'll give it a go. I'll come around here with the hope that they charge. After this is dead, they'll charge you. You'll flee, and I can start just continually bombard them with this unit. As does nothing. The unit does amazing and basically wipes them. I don't lose one back, so we're good. This is for moral support. Okay, they're going to charge you. Do I want to flee here? There'll be power 5 on the charge, which is a shame because I'm saving on 3+. If I flee, I don't get any magic this turn. I don't particularly need it. You're just going to charge them. If I stand and fight, I'll take... I can use Radiant Shield on myself to give myself a 3-up rerollable. I don't really do any damage out, that's the problem. I think I'm better off just running away. You charge those, and again I'll flee. Good, we just don't have to engage any of these if we don't want to. You're in ideal Newt position. Become their dogs now. And can I squeeze you into the flank of that unit? It might be a bit tricky. Let's try rallying stuff first. Toad's back. Come around, and the bruisers are back. If I don't do something, then they get charged immediately. Sadly, you're probably going to get flanked by that one. Stop it. Well, we'll come around here, make another attempt at this. What do you want to use? I don't have any more use of Divine Favour, and there's no point netting anything, so we'll just do these now. I could even rear charge them afterwards to see if I can get a bit luckier and hit them more effectively. Roll some 1s. There we go, that's more like it. I think I will rear charge them because then I can use Curse Stand and they'll be at 3-up saves, not 2-up, so it should be enough to overwhelm the last few. Here, can I squeeze out the way here? If I get to the corner and then twist a bunch. No, can I go even further forward? I'm going to hit the wall there, so absolutely not. Oh no, it's not the wall, it's the problem, it's the unit. So you're not allowed to twist through enemies, you get stuck on them. So as long as I come further this way first, move this way, but I am allowed to phase through terrain when twisting, like so. So if I then move like this, move up here, and then come about 180, yes, that works. So I'm outside of all their radiuses, and I can get my charge off. Good, so we've got them. Okay, so that's dealt with, that's dealt with. That leaves us with these two. We're not going to want to be... I guess I could actually stand here. Not a bad idea. I could instead allow this unit to try and charge me and intentionally just... and then flee. So I can deny them the charge on something that can't get away. So if I do this, make it so that one can't see me. So the only one that can see me now is you. So you'll charge this unit rather than that one. I have better movement in them so I can flee and I can use these to deal with the hounds afterwards. That seems sensible. I can even take a shot at them if I'm being cheeky. Not that will do a lot with 2 bows each round. Okay, you're going to intercept those ones. Oh, careful, actually. Okay, just in case they could see you, they could in theory charge me. You're only allowed to intercept once per turn. So if I did that and then they hit me, you'd be stuck. But we're safe for now, so you can do that. You'll do that. And you're going to flee here. Them out and not hit anything. They get stuck in place, which is convenient for me. Or they come, well, you're in ideal territory to get killed by a Triceratops. Priest doesn't rally, they're very afraid. You now come here. I'm more than happy just to throw you into the side of that unit and kill it, no problem. Even reduce their numbers a little bit. Spells, you want some. You get Curse Stand. If I give you Greater Fury, I can basically guarantee the unit's dead. Alternatively, I could help out over here because, yes, I have Curse Standard, yes, I'll be power 6, but they're defense 5, so they're still getting a 5-up save. There will be some of them left, which is annoying. I think I would be better off using it on this unit and basically wiping out the White Guard in one turn. So that one, Greater Fury, that gets my power high enough to, what, I'll be 6, 7, 8 on the charge, and then re-rolling hits, which is great. Here, Curse Standard, extra attacks, here. Their standard extra attacks. Let's break them in one go. You are kind of stuck here a bit. I guess you can just get out the range of those hounds. In fact, I was going to say if you could be clever and like 180 directly around, that might be worth an idea just in case we get very unlucky and either of these units hold. We can then smash you into the back or side. Here we go. Plenty of hits. I need 3 1s. Oh, I'm lying through my teeth. I need no 1s at all. They're power 5 on the charge. And here, yeah, lots of hits. 6s, force them to reroll the 6s. Okay, so that's basically wiped. Take one back. And then yeah, they crumble exactly the full amount to lose the whole unit. That's meant to be hyper durable line holding stuff. How did we get all the way up to... Oh, hang on. Is this permanent until... Unit gains +2 power in their next round of combat. So effectively, you can put greater blades on a unit, and it's permanent, and it will stay there until you hit something. Okay, so it fundamentally changes the nature of the fiery blade spell. It was what? It was +1, but then you don't get it permanently when you just throw your javelins. This is +2 for melee only, but stays until you actually make use of it. Yeah, I think you'll kill them all anyway, so I'm going to be very cagey and just give myself shield so I don't take any unnecessary damage. And everybody else start navigating your way around to finish those. Still not interested in rallying. We are leaving, so be it. Bye, we'll see you later. Maz bullfrogs a dog. No damage. The voracious bullfrog just gobbles the whole thing in one bite. Couple levels, very good. Slack leveled again. Okay, didn't quite get the one we wanted. Speed, its own double damage wound stuff, or a bit of extra skill. I don't desperately need the speed, we're pretty quick already, so I might as well just give it a raptor aspect. We're going to be throwing it into monsters a fair bit, because it's a decent-ish counter, so yeah, it will make you lethal. And then the Braves. Could have even more of them. It's good, you just get more javelins doing more damage. That's hard to turn down. And then the Bruisers. Interesting. I'm fine, I think, with 4. I think when you go up to 5, the 5th one just gets kicked to the back rank, which is a bit pants, because they only get 1 attack back there, and they make the kind of depth of the unit twice as deep, so it's very easy to get flanked and hit by enemies, so no more unit size. Speed or skill, I think we're honestly fast enough for now. I just appreciate the skill so we can hit things. It makes them more durable when we're up against skill 4. They're only hitting us on 4s instead of 3s, and we can hit things a bit more competently. Right, you're full HP, you're full, you're full. You obviously need the help. We're going to get to good. And then this one, do you want to immediately increase it, or are you happy with 19 for now? It's not a lot of gold, but yeah, I'll just make them super strong. There you go, max out. Okay, spreading around. I think that's as far as I can go. Yeah, that's a pretty hefty brick of Braves. Everyone else is looking good. I'll continue to add here as we go along. We'll do another one. Against Doom Swarm. Fine. Bullfrogs are large enough that they can eat rat. I mean, I think they eat birds when they're the African bullfrog, so a rat or the like won't be too challenging. There will be some enemy shooting to be careful of, so let's, again, we'll use you as our tanks. You can be behind the terrain and fly over it. If you just want to kind of protect those. On that side is more sensible. There will be somewhere a unit of nasty, probably a monster of some kind I have to contend with, which is okay. Like that is livable. It's over there. Shame. I was kind of hoping it would be in front of you, because you would be having a field day on this side. Their shooting, fortunately, is all short range, these flamers, so we're not too worried about being bombarded. We run forward. Have they got longer range than me? Yes, they do, because they're swift. I could net them in place. We've got a couple uses of net, and there's no real better use of it. I'm going to use the pterodactyl riders to fly over here and kill those flamers once everything moves around, so I'll do that after these moves, because I don't want to be caught by them, so I need to wait for that. So let's do other stuff first. I don't want the bruisers to fight legionaries, because they have halberds, which, unlike other weapons, don't add power, but rather reduce your damage save to never being better than 4+. So yeah, they're pretty effective against elite things like me. So I guess I'll just stall with this one for now. Give it a bit of time. Well, they've already moved. That's going to make it easy to catch them. Just need to get to there. Let's test it. Well, let's pass first. Still want you to move that one. If I was to net, what would I do it with? I guess I'll shoot and hit the flamers first, because they're a bit of a hassle. We can kill them with range damage here. There's nothing more important right now, really. Oh, we do double... Oh, Raptor Aspect applies to the halberd shots as well. I forgot about that. So each of those I know Mazdamundi ordered the little skinks to, I don't know, maybe magically enchanted the shots to do double damage for a fireball. Okay, yep, it's got 1 wound left on one guy, so we can easily pick that off next turn. You move away, I don't want to be caught by any of these for now. Still haven't moved the one I'm waiting for them to move. Come on. I'll just have you come forward then. Can I catch them with shooting? No, these are a bit of a hassle because they're so quick. Yeah, I'm going to have to position a turn, and then next turn I can start hitting them. And I could do that. How far would I have to get to shoot them? Pretty far. I don't think my trick of getting to here and spinning works because they're just too quick. So I'm obviously out. Yeah, there's no way I can... Oh, it's close, but I'll be stuck in their range. Nope. They're forfeiting our shooting for a turn. Okay, now I know where they land, and they've landed in a position where I physically can't get there to flank them, so what a waste of time. Is there a scary monster? Don't worry about that for now. We're going to handle this over here. You'll kill that. So I guess you'll eventually get in a position to fight that one. We're pretty quick. We can already charge them, but it would be a... No, not quite yet. Whatever, we're just going to stand here for a bit. What on earth are you going to do? Netting's pointless, skilling is pointless for this turn. We'll conserve it. They're only defense 2, so my javelins will do good work there. I guess just start coming this way. You need to be a bit careful. I could be cheeky. I could come over here and try and squeeze that last wound onto that unit and see if I can pick them off. Trying to get line of sight there. Maybe I will charge them anyway. We'll see how I feel. I could skill myself to make it slightly more accurate. Seems a bit wasteful. Get a hit. Oh, we got it. Ah, they rolled at a 5, you minx. Got away with it. Fine, we'll just fireball them or something before they can shoot us. No charges. Could send them into the front of the flamers. It's not terrible. They have 1 attack each, so 3 attacks. I have 2 wounds. I mean, I usually keep hold of all my riders, so yeah, I'm willing to throw them in. If they happen to try and catch me with these, I can engage them with something else. So go kill that one for me. It all worked out in the end. Come forward. That's not too worrying. I'd probably want to shoot that before it comes forward and flamethrowers me, but if I move these first, I'm going to get hit by these, which is a touch annoying. Come to there and make it impossible to flank that unit. It's a bit of a shame. Okay, you're going to come over this way and hit that one inside. Oh no, they completely failed their turn. Good. Rush this way. Can I get over there and still catch them? Probably not. I don't quite have the speed for this. That's unfortunate. What if if I held a tighter angle, I might be able to do it. Yeah, that works. The obvious potential downside to this approach is that they just move forward and hit me anyway. But they're only conscripts as opposed to the halberd, so they're not actually that scary up front. That'll do. You're in ideal javelin range. 7 of 12. 1 more shot gets the unit. No, they stand in... Okay, so I'll hopefully kill these and then I can just flee and ignore them. So for spells... Use skill to make yourself skill 4, which means you hit more effectively. Yeah, that might be a good shout, or even using this one over here. And what else would you... I guess you could... if I net that one in place, well, that, in theory, let's test this. Could I get you over here to flank that unit? I don't quite have the movement. I mispositioned, so I get to there, and then... I'm not going to quite get far enough. Escaping it gets me to there and then I can't catch them. I guess I could do it for 1 turn and then I can net them and then maybe next turn I can catch them with a flank. Let's try. Because I have to net you now. I can't shoot. I don't care about that. You use the skill so you're not stuck here. Try and get through them in one go. Leaving you with a unit you don't want to fight head on particularly. Well, I'd love to just throw you up here and slip by and engage that unit flank. The issue, of course, is that they may be closer, in which case they're going to charge you first. They're power 3, I'm defense 5. I could give myself Radiant Shield and just have them bounce off of me. Need I really bother? I'm just going to run away. The issue is, I think I need to do it just in case I don't actually make it. These hold on and then I'm flanked and I get slaughtered. So come up here. We're safe from being charged by them at least. Oh, is that a flank charge? If it is, that's terrible because then it means they intercept me for free. I can't go any further that way. It doesn't work. That's as good as I can. I can at least see them to countercharge if that does happen, so not the end of the world. Here we go. Teto Echo hits twice, does a wound. Unit. Okay, they're still alive, but they should run away. Good, now I can run away myself. Oh, annoyingly, I got pushed off terrain, so they might be able to see me there. We'll see. Okay, vision on stuff. You're going to kill those. And you're going to kill these for me. That leaves you free to still play the game. Oh, you're in a bit of trouble. Okay, let's do this now. I'll cut through them as fast as possible. Oh, they changed it. Oh, this used to be a different thing. Okay, so cruel motivation. Retinue gets +2 movement, speed, and rerolls missed attack rolls for 1 turn. Oh, and it loses one. Oh, I see what you mean by cruel motivation. He decapitates one of his conscripts, and the other ones get more potent in combat. Fortunately, they get so few attacks. I'm not actually that fussed. If you're going to net someone, now would be the time you'd net that in place again. That annoyingly is already turned, which has made it impossible for you to get over there and help anyone. I had to do that immediately. Yeah, that would have been smart. Okay. If I did use a net first, again I could just freeze the monstrosity in place. Would you take a direct battle with these? They're power 5. Give myself, what? Radiant Shield, 3-up save, re-rolling. Wouldn't be terrible. Okay, let's think about it. In this combat, where they've only got 3 attacks, so they quite literally can't hurt me, so don't worry about it. Here, the chieftain could, in theory, and the 4 units could kill 1 or 2, which would be a bit of a shame. So I think shielding this one so I take no damage is a good option. Therefore, you can come forward, you can shoot that one for me, and then net the monstrosity in place. Okay, well, double 5 just to spite me then, okay. I want you to net this so it doesn't run around. And I suppose you could just stand here and you could just either side charge or rear charge that unit if it holds on. What about those? Pass. Move now, good. Should I just take them head off? I think I can kill 4. 5 of them. There you go. Same deal over here. If they hold on, you can charge them as well. Uses his thing, kills one of his own rats. They didn't move there to see me, which is good. Now you. How eager do I feel to take those on in combat? Do I even get away here? Probably just about. Yeah, I could escape and ignore them. Oh, but then who saves that unit? Oh, we're going to get hit in the... I'm going to have to run away and flee. Alright, fine, I'll take this fight. I can't afford to be stuck on this fight. Doing nothing. Many spells. I think I'd rather... I'm just going to trust you to win the fight the old-fashioned way, so I'll do this. So I take no damage. And why not shoot a couple? If you get any hits through, it does double wounds. Yep, so you did 2 wounds instantly. 1 extra would have been nice. Would have cut their damage output by quite a bit. Yep. So, have too much dip when we will win, but because we did so poorly with rolling... Still break. I thought they'd hold on for a second. Okay. The character does nothing. Our unit still only skill low, so we're struggling to hit things. When we do hit them, it's great. We just got to get the first hit. And 3s, re-rolling. No damage. Break, which is convenient. It means we can run away when we're about to get flank charged. Okay, I don't particularly want... You're just going to have to do this. Flee here, please. Oh, this might not work. If I flee, they're going to charge me in the front, and then I'm trapped on both sides, and I can't run. Well, that's really going to hurt. The only way to prevent that would be to charge them first, locking them in place, meaning nothing is going to hit me from 2 sides, and I can flee. Effectively, I would be sacrificing a pterodactyl unit. because they can't survive this. That being said, it's really easy to replenish them versus these which are a nightmare to replenish. So I think that's a reasonable exchange. I'll have you go in here, thereby allowing you to escape to some extent. And you can come over and help me deal with those. Good, we get flamethrower, double for 6, well hey. I'm pretty certain because of the angle it came out as we can get to the side here. Yep. So majority flank, majority in that arc, we can clearly see them. Nothing stopping us. Big dumb monster. You are basically dead, so you might as well just use these while you have the chance. Who wants a bit of skill? Skill 3. I'm going to use the reroll Primal Fury there anyway. Do the defensive one. If maybe I'll do skill on you with you, and then the defensive one here. So I can hit them effectively, and I take no damage in return. Which then lets me charge straight to the side of that one afterwards. Yeah. I'm not helping. This unit's dead. They're going to get 18 hits, and they're like defense 3, 2 wounds. They're absolutely going to get skewered. They rally, which is cool. Everyone rallies everywhere. Okay, you stay with these then. Come up here and then recharge them after you get a volley. Good hits. Freeze is not going to do a lot of damage, but better than nothing. I have a unit left, which is you. Defend yourself. Here we go. So 3's to hit because of the better skill. Yeah, we rolled too many 1s and 2s. Although I do double damage with all those, so it's actually pretty great from an output standpoint. Yeah, Raptor aspect means I'm fairly potent into these monsters now. Over here. This unit is dead meat. They're gone. Oh, he actually survived with 1 wound. That's quite impressive. You're going to lock that one in place. We are going to have to flee here again. It's a bit of a shame. What else am I going to do? If I held and I used maybe a shield on myself, I didn't take this fight. Instead, I ignored this. I could let them charge me, use Radiant Shield for a 3-up rerollable save, and then just turn and kill them. I can still do that later if I have to. So I'm going to try and I'm going to try and orchestrate this in such a way that I can pull it off without taking unnecessary damage. You hit those and use a curse standard. I'm going to hold off to see what these do. I might be able to. I don't want to get even on the side. That's annoying because it gets all of his attacks and he gets to reroll. So I'm going to ignore it. Again, if I kill this, I might be able to go straight to their side again. Banner of Mist kicks in. 1 - 1 is 0. Hit 0 times. You're just going to stay on you. Is that in there? Close. Rally the warriors, no problem. Turns that way. Rally the priest, that's also cool. They fail to rally, so ignore those. Yeah, the other benefit is that I can just shoot this without ever engaging in combat. I do double wounds, so if it does roll 1s, it can actually hurt eventually. Other spell options. Again, they can only hit you 3 times, so they can't hurt you, don't worry about that. I could buff these with Greater Blades or Primal Fury and have them just slaughter the unit. It's preferable because I don't want them turning around and hitting me, so it's a good opportunity to do so. I like this one. We're now power 5, congratulations. Just rush over here. Yeah, I'm fast enough to slip straight by. And with no... We won't take damage, but with no offensive support, they're actually still pretty bad. And they hold, which is a nuisance. Now I'm going to have to help them a lot. Yeah, good hits. And power 5. That's enough to break them. They're charging me again. Yeah, I mean, they can only hit me with 1 of those, so I can just flee. They can't stop me. Either of you two want to charge that? Not really, I'm just better off shooting into it. Now, sadly, because you broke those, this is actually quite worrying. They're going to be hitting you on 4s, it's going to hurt a lot. Okay. Go after you, that makes sense. Okay. You could probably just get a single volley into that, killing it. Though I would like someone to start dealing with this for me. This one's already moved, so let's move over here first. This makes sense, doesn't it? Just come over here and put another shot into it. Eventually you'll start rolling ones. We're a third of the way there. Spells, I think I have to do this turn, otherwise they're going to take some nasty damage. Reduce to 4-up saves. And I could even, if I wanted to, I could put them into the back and break them that way. Go after my poor pterodactyl. Fly you over and then turn around and engage them. Yeah, I can see I can recharge that unit with just the priest. Oh, that was a bug. So it says I had short bow so I could shoot, but the priest doesn't have it, so only the regular guys. So I pressed it, took the shot, and nothing happened. You do rally, so two left. Good, I can kill you next turn. There we go again. A few more. I get 4-up save. So I take 3. I would have kept them all in case I wouldn't have been terrible. Still there. Still with their max attacks, annoyingly. They're charging me. There's no reason to allow it. I'll just keep running away. The priest regenerates to full wounds at the end of the thing anyway, so don't worry about it. I could send that in. It means one of us is going to end up getting hit by this, which is a tad annoying. I trust them to win that. You want to do me a favour and get rid of those two. We did 1, so they're still alive. That's really annoying. Just sort of be there in the way constantly. Flamer doesn't matter. You, I guess, net that so it can't move. That's funny. Oh, you're coming this way. Okay, well, if you just want to give me the rear charge onto that unit, I'm not going to stop you. In that case, I really do need to exfiltrate myself from this quickly. There you go. Nearly there. I could throw a fireball into it, or I could spell you. I am going to spell you Greater Fury. Let's just get through this in one turn. It's a bit of a trap. I think you might be better off just throwing all you've got into damage output and hope you don't take the wound, because then you don't go through many subsequent rounds of combat and risk taking a load of damage. 7 hits, so as long as you don't roll, got away with it. Phew. Rolling just enough. We've taken like 6 damage and taken no casualties because of the exact threshold. And you do a wound. And they break because they're so cowardly. My vicious Newt Priest. Get him, Teto. I guess you could flank those so they can't bother you. I mean, they're routing this turn anyway, so what am I gonna, you could even kill that one for me. And you can kill that one. We're doing these purely to be malicious. The fight's over. Oh no! 1 legionary is coming for me. I have better movement than him because I'm a very fast brick here. Yeah. Oh, he can keep using that, can he? How many uses does he have? Is it permanent? Maybe Commander ability usually is a kind of. No, I've only got 1 use of mine, so maybe not. More spells. We're not even going to get to use arcane knowledge. We have so many of these chucking around. Damage wise, I'm already going to 2-up save. They can't hurt us. They can't hurt us. The thing about Frostward is that it actually means it makes you more durable, but it reduces your damage output because you have to reroll attack, so it's a bit rubbish that way. Let's use Greater Fury on that unit to wipe these out. That doesn't rally. See how we do. Reroll, that's better. Yeah. You gotta be careful. I mean, there's a lot of them, but without curse standard or buffs, they won't do much. You easily do enough wounds to kill that. Already dead. Maz got it. Oh, no damage this time, but we still win by 1 because of the flank. So, they run away. Rats are very easy to break. Now, if I got this correct, so I'll be able to probably get that rider unit back to full strength instantly. Yeah, whereas the warriors would have been a right pain in the neck to replenish, so that was definitely the right way to go. Maz leveled again. Oh, you know it. Oh, that removes the reroll penalty, so it's just a good ability now. That's good. Great award. And Teto levels. Okay, it's a magic run, so you're going to take the better. Ooh, that's a really good upgrade. Divine Favor affects all units, so +1 skill for everyone. Greater Favor. Riders who are accompanying him could get Salamander Aspect with only 2 wounds, defense 3. That almost never kicks in. If you get hit, you're usually going to get absolutely slaughtered, so that's rubbish. Just take the gold. And the warriors. Skill is good, I think, on them. That's a good shout. Yeah, I'm big enough unit size, and rerolling ones is nice, but I'd rather have more output than durability for now. So I still want you healing, because you can still benefit. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. That's obviously not a viable unit at 1. Okay, right. I think we'll stop there when things are still going quite well. I'm very impressed by the amount of magic we've managed to cram into this run. It's certainly a record, well beyond anything I've managed before, so very good. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like, subscribe. It helps out the channel and does communicate to me what kind of content you're interested in, so more SOVL if you're interested in it. If you have any notes on builds or particular things you'd like to see, by all means, do let me know. I do stop and take all the feedback on board. Or if you just want to chat with me and others, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.